At this hour, President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to officially open the 12th Parliament, even as the National Super Alliance NASA lawmakers vowed not to attend the sitting. NASA have claimed that the president does not have the powers to open Parliament. Jubilee has maintained that they have enough numbers to conduct parliamentary business, even without the NASA lawmakers. And remember, our senior parliamentary reporter, Pat Kamimo, is at the Parliament buildings. He will be giving us updates momentarily, even as we await that particular address by President Uhuru Kenyatta. Those are live pictures we are bringing you from Parliament, right outside where the Guard of Honor, they're just doing the final preparations just about an hour before the President is expected to show up and make that address, where NASA lawmakers have vowed to not show up. Instead, they will be holding a parallel rally to counter this particular event that is happening at Parliament buildings at Kibra, where they will be speaking to a number of their supporters led by their principal. So those are live pictures where we expect President Uhuru Kenyatta to show up at 2:30. Preparations to just ensure that it's all systems go before the president arrives at Parliament, where he will be addressing seemingly only members drawn from the Jubilee side. But yesterday, when he was meeting members from the Kamba community, he sounded very confident, saying that whether NASA legislators attend this particular session or not, it really doesn't make any difference for them because Jubilee is able to conduct business both in the Senate and the National Assembly without need for even a single NASA legislator. Comments that have come out as bullish, according to members from the NASA side, saying they will not be intimidated by the president. Some of them saying that the president is leading this country into a tyrannical time. These are some of the latest comments that we have seen with regard to this particular address. President Uhuru Kenyatta officially opened the 11th Parliament in 2014. In 2013, after winning the election, and some of the things that have come out of this particular addresses, like in 2015, where he gave out the list of shame and asked a number of leaders, some cabinet secretaries, to step aside after their names were mentioned from that list. A list that has seen Kenya just look like it would try to make strides towards the fight against corruption, a fight that has, for the few years since 2015, continued to take a deep, and the president once in a while in a few meetings is saying that really he has done everything he could about the issue of corruption in the country. One of the biggest problems that has dogged his government since he got into power in 2013. So there is an expectation among the legislators from the Jubilee side that the president will continue with the talk on the development agenda. One of the things that Jubilee really did ride on in their campaigns in the run up to the August 8th general election. But speaking to a number of NASA legislators, they said the end game for them not showing up in this particular address is that they are denying Jubilee the legitimacy that they think they deserve, and for the president to be addressing only members of parliament drawn from the Jubilee side, this is nothing more than just a parliamentary group meeting. Remember, Jubilee had a parliamentary group meeting at a State House here in Nairobi before the legislators trooped to Parliament in preparation for this particular address, saying that really it's back to business for them. They don't care about what their counterparts on the other side of the aisle, which is NASA, are doing. For them, they will continue to conduct business both at the Senate and at the National Assembly. Remember, our ABC's budget for this presidential election, scheduled for the 17th of October, just about 34 days to go, will require 12 billion shillings, an amount that is expected to get the green light from Parliament. Seemingly why members say that it's time to get down to business. It has been months and months of politicking, but NASA legislators say it is not over until it's over. They don't think that the president is a legitimate president on this one. Some of them saying that he's a lame duck president, and they really don't think he should be addressing them when he is facing an axe, so to speak, according to them, on the 17th of October, when they believe that someone else will be elected, or their party leader, Raila Odinga, will be elected as president. This is some of the dynamics we're getting. Just the reactions we're getting from legislators, from the NASA group, and from the Jubilee team. Remember, our senior parliamentary reporter, Patrick Amimo, is also there live for us. He will be giving us an update on what really is going on, what are members of parliament present saying. And of course, here on KTN News, we'll be live there once the president begins his address and once he arrives at Parliament.